all set here. It is Mexico City, and it's lights out and away we go. Leclerc gets away well, as does Vettel, and Hamilton and Verstappen. They're all in the same order as now Vettel tries to pull into the slipstream of his teammate Lewis Hamilton, getting squeezed onto the grass, and that's cost him a bit, and he's alongside Max Verstappen. Alex Albon keeping ahead of the two McLarens. Charles Leclerc into turn one, ahead of Vettel, Verstappen on the inside, and Hamilton, who's forced a little bit wide, and they're all getting into contact with each other. Hamilton and Verstappen are on the grass. The two McLarens now ahead of Valtteri Bottas as well. Those soft tyres helping their start. Lewis Hamilton's not had the greatest getaway, and he is Hamilton down in 5th place.
And Verstappen way down.
Really got squeezed here, Martin, by Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, Vettel had him on the grass, and that's why Verstappen was up the inside. Yeah, they were just wandering around. Yes, they weren't really fully engaged. They were just swinging around, trying to avoid each other, having to take to the grass.
And there is a very nice move from Max Verstappen that's got the crowd on their feet into Foro Sol. He is ahead of Valtteri Bottas, and you don't normally see cars getting past at that corner.
Have you ever seen anybody overtaking a similarly competitive car into the hairpin?
Not off the top of my head. Did he catch Valtteri Bottas napping, or did he just think, I'm going to go for this, and we'll see what happens? Bottas is coming back at him, though. This is a brilliant tussle, and under DRS there, Valtteri Bottas has got Max Verstappen back.
Looks like a right rear puncher, Max. Right rear puncher.
That could be where he picked up the puncture, because he then was quite easily passed by Bottas down the straight.
It's the sidewall. It's the sidewall issue. That's the one that's vulnerable.
Out of the Peraltada and down towards turn one. Perez is on the inside. Has he got Danny Kvyat? I will let Mexico City give you the answer on that one, and it's very much the affirmative. DRS wide open in the slipstream of Sergio Perez. Down the inside goes Daniel Ricciardo, locks up, goes too wide, has to go onto the grass. That will be loved by every single person here who's not wearing yellow and black, but he still comes out ahead of Perez, then gives the place back. Was a lasting advantage if he'd have stayed ahead. Perez lives to fight another day in 7th place. Hamilton comes home to win the Mexico Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel finishes in 2nd place. Valtteri Bottas keeps the title fight alive with 3rd. Charles Leclerc comes home for 4th for Ferrari. It's Mercedes, Ferrari, Mercedes, Ferrari. Hamilton wins in Mexico. And Lewis Hamilton onto the top step of the podium, rising to the cheers of the fans. The title rolls on to Austin in a week's time. Top of the world today, it's lights out and away we go, and Hamilton makes an incredible start from 3rd on the grid. He's already ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, and he's now going wheel to wheel with Max Verstappen. Sebastian Vettel alongside Ricciardo, Hülkenberg and Sainz scrapping it out. Verstappen on the inside, leads into turn one ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri Bottas alongside Daniel Ricciardo and ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Verstappen has gone from 2nd to lead into turn one, and there is Fernando Alonso going very wide, and contact right at the rear.
And we see Ricciardo getting away slowly there, and Hamilton saw his opportunity, seized it immediately. Now they're all in the slipstream, and Bottas thinking he's going to get involved as well. So all 6 of them turning up into the braking zone, and Kimi Raikkonen very early on the brakes there. No, sorry, it was Vettel, wasn't it? Very, very early on the brakes. Yeah, Fernando was so unlucky there.
This race. Well, round that corner, the Ferrari struggling for grip. Verstappen on new tyres has now got the slipstream as well. Pulls out to the right-hand side of Kimi Raikkonen. They are going wheel to wheel here. Max Verstappen and Kimi Raikkonen. Verstappen ahead of Kimi Raikkonen a long way before turn one. And if he was being held up by Verstappen, by Raikkonen, he wasn't being held up for very long. Hamilton might be going for it, but Kimi Raikkonen...
Something's just broken on the car. They're clearing a space in the Force India garage.
We're just seeing a replay of it now, Ted.
Yeah.
Not only did something break on Perez's car, he nearly took out Kevin Magnussen as well, and not deliberately, of course.
As the home hero drives into his garage, nose first.
Perez, Sainz and Alonso, the 3 Spanish speakers, all out of this race. Max Verstappen's smile will be beaming in Mexico this evening. Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, the man from Stevenage, has done it once again as he rounds the final corner. It's high fives for Lewis Hamilton, a 5-time champion of the world.
Hey Lewis, congrats, man. That's how you do it, baby. Just like I taught you. That's how you do it. Just like that. That's how you're supposed to drive.
Well, they've given him permission down at Mercedes to do a few donuts as well.
Beautiful moment here between two great champions.
Victory for Verstappen from Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen. Hamilton fourth. And it's lights out and away we go, and Vettel gets away very well indeed. Lewis Hamilton hot on his tail, and Max Verstappen tries to cover him off. Valtteri Bottas has Kimi Räikkönen for company. Verstappen breaks the toe and now he's going wheel to wheel with Vettel. Hamilton's coming up on the outside as well. Vettel into turn one. Verstappen round the outside. Hamilton in third place. Verstappen and Vettel touch once again, but this time Vettel picks up a little bit of damage as his front wing there touches Verstappen, and there's more carbon fibre on the track.
Yes, it's an awful start for Vettel. He's got a lot of damage already. Will he have damaged the right rear tyre of Max Verstappen?
Valtteri Bottas in a second, and Hamilton's got problems. Hamilton's got a puncture on his right rear tyre. Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel coming together. This is an awful start for Lewis Hamilton. Out of turn two. And put some pressure here on Sergio Perez down towards the next heavy braking zone, and he's close enough. Is he going to go from that far back? Yes, he is. Down the inside goes Vettel, locks up, goes wide, stays on the track. Nice move from Sebastian Vettel to get past Sergio Perez and up into sixth place. And holding aloft their fists as well as a sign of support and solidarity and memory for those affected by the earthquakes recently here in Mexico City. Perez on Magnussen now. Perez down the inside on Kevin Magnussen. This could get a bit tasty. The crowd go wild as Sergio Perez gets past Kevin Magnussen and moves up into sixth place. Max Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix for Red Bull. It is another victory. It is another superb drive for Max Verstappen. And on the day that Lewis Hamilton is crowned the world champion, will we see Max Verstappen winning titles, many more races, and taking the battle to him in the future? Mexico has decided the title, and it has stamped Max Verstappen's authority on Formula One as well.